Hey, young people! Pretty good little shooting incident here. This suspect takes out this officer and the other officer, and he's still at large, which is odd. Let's take a look at the video, and then I'll go to the press conference where they make everybody up to be a hero. So in the press conference, they said the officer, the chiefs and everybody that was praising the cops and how great they are and how wonderful and blah, 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 they're warriors. This guy's sitting here and the guy bails out of the car. He doesn't draw his gun. He stands here and watches the guy run off. He doesn't, and look, I know there's going to be some cop. Oh man, this guy, I've been in this situation no less than 100, if not 1,000 times. I've chased people. I can't tell you the number of times where people jumped out of cars and bailed. So I've done this, and this guy's response is not what I would consider a warrior by any freaking means. So this guy's running, and this cop's chasing. As soon as this guy gets out of the car, I don't know why this guy's gun isn't out already. When this guy comes out of the car the first time, you can see very clearly that he's reaching right here. I mean, that's... First time I saw the video, I go, shit, he's going to dump a gun or dump for dope. But anytime somebody runs, my gun's out. I mean, you just don't chase people who are running and reaching in their waistband and your gun's out. If they throw dope, great. You ain't got to shoot them. But if they come in with a gun, you don't want to have your freaking gun in your holster. Talking on the radio. I mean, I found out later this is a pretty small department. They only have, these two officers is 40% of the entire department. That tells you how big the department is. Maybe 5, 6 people, whatever it is. I didn't do the percentage, but in the briefing, they said these two officers getting hurt takes out 40% of their workforce. These guys are probably not real tactically sound, and this guy should immediately had a gun out, yelled police, get on the ground, stop reaching. This guy should have been on a gun and went after him also, but he took a while. Here we go.
Now you.
So as he gets out here, cop right here, chasing him. Gun should have been out. Hand should have been on the gun. As soon as he started coming out of the car, his hand should have been on the gun. As soon as he out, he should have been at gunpoint. And I still see his gun in his holster. And then this guy here is standing here with his arm on the door as they're running. La, 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 la. So he gets on the radio and says, hey, we got one running. And he starts running. Hands empty. So his hands are empty now.
Got him.
And you're going to see where he has a taser in his hand. Right here. Why are you going after a guy when you're hearing shots fired or he's running and reaching with a freaking taser? You're behind the other officer. This was a bad tactical decision in my book. He should have had his freaking gun out. Cops don't want to talk about when cops make a mistake because of the blue. We're all family. You can't talk about another cop. Even if they're wrong, even if they're stealing, even if they're shooting people, even if they're abusing their authority. You just can't talk about another cop, Rick. Okay, whatever. This is a bad decision. When his partner's getting shot, he runs away instead of having his gun engage the guy, and they're calling this guy a warrior and a hero. He's running and leaving his partner getting shot. He's a hero. This is how cops promote the propaganda of Back to Blue. It's such a tough job. We're all heroes. I mean, it's just amazing how they can't even call out that this cop ran off and left his freaking partner getting shot with his taser in his hand, never drew his freaking gun, running away from a guy with a gun, and he's a hero. Really? Maybe we should redefine hero. Well, he's got a cool watch, Rich. Okay, that is a cool watch. Maybe he is a hero. He runs away, hides, dumps his taser, and finally gets his gun out. Now, he's carrying his taser in his right hand. I don't know why his gun's in his left hand.
2, 3, 4, officer down, officer down.
Gets that officer down. Yeah, officer down. Freaking way over here is where he shot. They got out of the car here. They ran over here, and this guy's all the way over here behind cover. And he gets on the radio and calls officer down after he protects himself, and he's a hero. He's a warrior. I mean, this press conference, I was like, you guys are delusional. Freaking cops now are literally delusional on how their superpowers are so great.
I'm hit. Oh! You got him.
So this is the guy. This guy's pretty in the fight, very aggressive, violence of action. To me, the big warrior out of all these three is this dude. Because he stands up, draws, and goes toe-to-toe. I think he might got a hit the way he fell down. He takes a stance, two-handed, aiming, standing out in the open. He's not running, hiding for cover, talking on the radio. He's in a fight. Rick, why are you making a bad guy the hero? I'm just telling you from a tactical position, this guy is much more of a warrior than the pussies in blue that are always running around writing traffic tickets claiming how tough their job is.
Shots fired.
And so this guy gets away. Was he shot here? I'm not sure. When he falls, I think he was shot right here. I think he took a round. They didn't release that in the press conference. He slips here.
You got him.
When he falls here, it could be that he was moving backwards. My guess is he took a round. I can't tell if there was anything coming in front of him or not. But it looks to me like he took a round right here. You kind of see over here maybe a puff of smoke or a round fired. But it definitely seems like he's trying to, in a stance here. And then he goes down. So I think he's hit. And they didn't release that. And I think they get know the guy's name. So he's in a fight, and they said they think they recovered a gun. If the gun went out, he may have dropped it and ditched it. He may have thrown it. A lot of guys, when you're chasing them with guns, they like to get rid of the evidence because they think if you don't catch them with the gun, they can say it's not them. And, you know, they're not worried about DNA and finger. It makes the case a lot stronger, obviously, if you have the weapon. So it's very common for crooks to, you know, I remember this one guy threw a gun in his doghouse to where there's an aggressive dog in the backyard. As he runs through, he throws it at a freaking doghouse, thinking that we wouldn't search the doghouse. We end up finding it, but I thought that was a great spot to throw a gun, is in the doghouse. But anyway. And it seems to me like he's moving a little bit like he's shot. He doesn't seem to have a normal gait here. Could have tripped on the ground. Maybe he's not shot. But in my opinion, I think he probably took a round. All right, let's get to the press conference. Okay, y'all ready for some bullshit? I'll be clicking back and forth on this. Here we go.
There with other members
Good afternoon, everybody.
of the Sheriff's Office.
And thank you for joining
in.
us today for the news conference. We're holding this conference.
All the cops in the background, everybody's a chief, everybody's an investigator, everybody's in charge, everybody's on a board. We're all working really great together, and I've never seen so many cops show up.
To update the status of the shooting last night, for covering the story. Thank the community. We've had an outpouring of support.
Yeah, the community's always backing you guys up. You guys don't back the community. You guys don't fight this hard about defending the Constitution. You guys don't fight this hard to remove crooked cops. You guys don't fight this hard to leave honest citizens going to work and just trying to make a living driving around. Cut them a break. You tax the shit, write them tickets. That's all you're good for. And now when you get in trouble, you're like, oh, we're a family and we need your help. I am so tired of the back the blue propaganda.
Really like to express my thanks to them. We've had people from as high as the Attorney General, Dave Yost.
Oh, Attorney General. Oh, that's very good.
Support. Numerous chiefs and numerous other agencies.
Oh, numerous.
And we do need the community support. So.
Oh, we need the community support. Isn't it funny how when cops get shot, they need support, but in the meantime, when they're out there shooting dogs, shooting innocent people, arresting people for disobeying their lawful order, for interfering with their duties, and finding a reason to arrest everybody they contact to justify their worthless jobs, and they don't do anything to fight crime? And now when they get shot, suddenly we should all feel sorry and bow down and help them. I'm so fed up with all
So if you're listening, and you know where this person is, please pick up the phone and give us.
I wouldn't call. If I knew where he was, I wouldn't call. I wouldn't help. You're going to be dragged into court. You're going to become a witness. They're going to track your phone call. You're going to be threatened with subpoenas. If you don't show up and have to miss work, you're going to be threatened by the DA that you're in violation. You'll go to jail. Do not talk to the cops. Do not help them. They are not your freaking friends. And people will be like, Rick, you're making it hard for the cops. I'm not making it hard for cops. Cops' behavior and their failure to police themselves, and they're covering the back the blue bullshit, and they never clean their own damn house. That's creating the hate, not me.
It's a call. He is still out. He's still a danger to everybody.
It's not a danger to everybody. He's shooting cops. He was riding around his car. He wasn't shooting anybody.
To the public and to law enforcement. You'll see today, Governor, I have Mifflin Township Chief of Police, David
Chief of Police.
Briggs, FOP President.
President FOP. Oh, the President FOP. Wow.
Brian Steele, and I have my investigations chief, Rick Miner.
And my investigations chief, Rick Miner.
I'm going to have each of them come up and speak, but I would ask you at the end of their presentation, they'll introduce the next presentation as they're being released. I'd like to introduce the
Mifflin Township Board of Trustees.
He's a Board of Trustees on the police department. Wow.
Township Police Department.
Let me guess. He's going to say how much law enforcement are back and we're a brotherhood and how close we are. Yeah.
I want to issue the following statement on May 28th. And out of respect for the officers and their time, police, fire, EMS to the hospital.
Oh, police, fire, we're all great. We're all government employees. We're all overpaid. We all don't do shit. But you know what? When a cop gets shot, it's important. The rest of you pesky citizens, it doesn't matter. But when a cop gets shot, it's important. When cops are violating the Constitution every day, unlawful search and seizure, arresting people they shouldn't be arresting, no. That's good. We should back the blue.
And for their support last evening. We want to ensure the citizens of the unincorporated area of
Oh, you can't ensure shit.
Mifflin Township. Thank Sheriff Baldwin.
Thank you.
Your thoughts and prayers.
Chief.
David.
Our officers were shot and injured in the line of duty while courageously performing their duties.
Why courageously performing their duties? Oh, they're so courageous. They're getting paid. They can't be sued. They violate people's rights every day. They're out there writing tickets, collecting taxes every day, harassing people, threatening them with lawful orders. Get out of the car. Stay in the car. I'll arrest you. Yeah. They're courageously performing their duties.
To protect and serve our community. I want to begin by saying our thoughts and prayers are with these officers and just a quick update on the officer early morning hours. Waiting for an update on
they're in a hospital. Yeah. It's all taxpayer expense.
Township Police Department.
Brave men and
The
women.
law enforcement community, Columbus Division of Police, the Franklin County Sheriff Department, Gahanna.
Everybody's
just
great.
To name a few, all responded. I also want to give a quick response and diligent efforts. No doubt saved the life of my officer.
Saved my officer. I love it when people in charge start talking about my officers, my department, my investigations, my this. Just trigger word for me about ego and power.
State and federal agencies for their unwavering support.
Oh, state and federal. Oh, the FBI is going to come too. Oh, the Ohio State Board of Criminal Investigation. Oh, we love them all. We're all so great. All this support. If it was a pesky citizen that got shot, it'd be like, hey, we need more manpower. You're going to hear him crying in a few minutes about how he's understaffed and he needs more people and the community's at risk and same fear shit. They got all this time to pull over everybody that moves on the highway and write bullshit tickets and bullshit arrests. But they're always understaffed. I don't know if you guys drive around the same neighborhood. I never see cops understaffed. They've always got time to run around and make traffic stops 100 times a day and give out stupid tickets.
The Bureau of Criminal Investigation is providing critical resources in the investigation.
Oh, critical.
I want to personally thank the Fraternal Order.
This
act is apprehended that happens. To the residents of Mifflin, teens, operational and committed to your safety.
Committed to your safety.
Mifflin Township.
Oh, yeah.
And Clinton Township is a township as well. Together, our officers. I'd like to introduce FOP President Brian.
Lodge 9. It's been a long night for all of us, for your elected officials, your police leaders. It's been a long night for the men and women of the Sheriff's Office.
It's like it's just so scripted. You know damn well they're all going to get up and say the same thing. Why? Because we have to blow our ego up, and we all have to get a chance to talk because I'm important, so I have to be able to say the same thing that you're saying because I don't want to appear less important than you. And meanwhile, we'll have all the idiot citizens saying, oh, these poor cops, we should back the blue more. They have a tough job.
Columbus Police, Mifflin, Clinton, doing it again. My priorities here are simple. I'm here to support the sheriff as well as these officers. Individual. Why was this violent offender
Oh, violent offender. Let's a violent offender. Let's make it about the guns or violent offender. Maybe he was out on the streets because you cops are too damn busy doing bullshit traffic stops, harassing people, instead of freaking doing your job, doing real police work, and going after real criminals. Maybe that's why he's out on the streets.
Back on our street. Bavu. This isn't the first time we've stood in front. I'll turn it over to Chief Minor.
Oh, another chief. Wow, that damn more chiefs than freaking...
President, Sheriff State, I want to thank you guys for covering this. It's important that when these kind of things happen that you guys give this.
Yeah, it's important that we get this FaceTime on the news to tell everybody how important we are and how tight we are and how you have to support us and how we need your help and how we're all about you. Meanwhile, we'll go right back to ignoring the Constitution, freedoms, and shitting on the community as soon as we don't need you. Because we have pensions, we can't be sued, we have immunity, cops aren't held accountable, we're going to back the blue, it's us against you, we're going to investigate ourselves and always find that we did nothing wrong. Oh yeah, perfect.
This the due diligence and the attention that it deserves. Just doing their job is continued support. It's a tough day for Arms Way trying to protect the community there.
Oh, they're trying to protect
the best medical care.
For
their recovery.
Oh.
As you guys know, last night about 6:45 there was a traffic stop that occurred in Mifflin Township. Police officers. He was joined shortly.
They don't know the reason for the traffic stop. They just know it was a traffic stop because that's all cops do.
Shortly thereafter by a second officer, and then a call.
Another reason these cops were so lackadaisical on this because they're so damn busy pulling over people for freaking a tail light out or freaking not using a turn signal or for not stopping for 10 seconds at a stop sign and it was too fast. They're so damn busy doing that and they know citizens don't fight back and they're so used to just writing their damn tickets and taking money out of families' lives who are out there trying to make a living. They're so cold and callous on doing that every day that they forget there's actually real bad guys out there. So when they get confronted by an actual bad guy, they panic and get shot and then they cry, "Oh, we have a tough job." Shut up.
Went out about 6:49 p.m. Be an innocuous traffic stop quickly turned into a very violent situation.
Oh, very violent.
I can't.
Very violent.
As mentioned here, the Franklin County Sheriff's, we have a Township and their personnel and officers on one scene in my entire 34-year career. It was amazing. It was
amazing how many officers came together. Over 200 officers there. Really? 200 officers? Most citizens call the cops and say somebody's fucking prowling outside their house and they're like, "We're too busy. We don't have enough officers." It's funny, there's never a shortage of cops when cops get shot. But when citizens request services from our public servants, there's always a shortage and they're undermanned and we need more police. You ever notice that? 200 cops to this. Where did all these cops come from and what the hell were they doing? They weren't providing our services, that's for damn sure.
Great that all these different agencies came together for one common goal.
Common goal, back the blue. Us against you.
So take care of these officers and find whoever was responsible for this. BCI is involved in this. They are handling the have questions.
Yeah.
So that evidence is still being forth. As I mentioned, the traffic stop took place just prior. So of the situation, it's not all the video, but it's and so what we're going to do, open it up. The officer on the drop stop.
So he basically tells, and he shows this shitty footage here of what I already showed you. So this is after the footage that he just showed.
Traffic stop. Shortly, as soon as he basically walks up to the passenger side, the passenger in the vehicle bails out. There's a foot chase. And then you see the shots fired there. The reason I cut it off here is it gets pretty graphic. This is an officer that shot multiple times.
Gets pretty graphic. Reason I cut it off. Pretty graphic. You guys can't handle it. You can't see that. Only us trained investigators can see that because you people are too stupid and too, uneducated to see what really happens. So we'll see it and we'll tell you. And you'll believe it and you'll back the blue because you're an idiot. Those who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. I don't need government protecting me. I can go to a movie and see a guy blown up into 50 bits and Hollywood makes it look real. But somehow it's too graphic for us to show you what really happened. That usually means our officers fucked up so bad and we look so bad at our fucking job and we know we're going to get criticized. let's tell the dumb public that we're going to protect them by not showing it to them, and they won't know the difference. That's what that means.
But he stays in the fight. The second one, he takes fire as well. He retreats to cover.
He retreats to cover. He never pulled his gun, never engaged the bad guy. Kept his taser in his hand and ran for cover, leaving his partner. No, Rick, he made a tactical decision. You need to back the blue. They have a tough job, and he's a hero, and he's a warrior. These idiots believe their own lies. And when you question it, there'll be other cops that will attack me and say it's my fault for my beliefs that they cause.
But he's able to maintain composure.
Maintain his composure while he's running with his taser in his hand. That's good composure.
Give commands as medics arrived.
Gives commands as his partner's bleeding out and he's hiding and the suspect gets away. Well, we won't mention that. The suspect's just really good. That's why he got away. He didn't get away because the officer hid behind a building and talked on a radio. That's not why he got away, Rick. That officer was being brave. Okay.
This guy's, he's amazing. He's deferring medical treatment away from himself and into his partner.
He's amazing. Wow.
Because he knows his partner is hurt worse than he is.
How does he know that? He ran and hid behind a building. How does he know his partner's hurt worse? Well, Rick, police have special, they go through training to know this stuff. Okay, I got it.
But again, is giving commands, telling direction of travel and all kind of stuff. So 2 warriors here.
2 warriors. Wow. The only warrior I saw was the dude that took out the 2 cops.
And then the last one, of course, you see the guy who bails out, clearly firing at the officers. That's why last night we made the decision to charge this guy with felonious assault and attempted murder, because that's exactly what he did.
So they charged him, and they didn't say his name. I can't remember if they said his name or not. Sometimes they will charge a John Doe warrant if they don't know the person until they ID him, but I don't know how they do it in Ohio for that.
And so, once he's apprehended, this case will play itself out in court, and hopefully justice.
Once he's apprehended, play out in court. All right, people, I'm going to tell you right now, unless this guy gets an attorney or turns himself in another jurisdiction, these fucking Ohio hot dogs are going to find a reason to kill him. There is going to be back the blue justice. There's going to be unprofessional cops giving out street justice, violating the Constitution, violating their oath, and they'll be held as heroes. Whoever kills this guy will be getting a box of whiskey and will be deemed a hero in the law enforcement community. This is not a manhunt to get this guy into custody. This is a ego hunt to show that you don't shoot at the boys in blue or we'll come after you full force. Just my prediction. We'll see what happens.
Will be served on these 2 individuals. Before I take questions, Sheriff mentioned we still got a guy that's presumably armed and dangerous. He clearly has no regard for law enforcement or anybody else in the community.
Oh, yeah. Like law enforcement. You know what they didn't say? They slided in here. 2 cops got in an accident responding to this, driving like idiots. Doesn't say if they injured innocent people. Doesn't say how much damage they caused to cars. They just say 2 officers were bravely hurt trying to come and give help. And then they go, they had an accident. They crashed. They were bravely driving out of their control, bravely endangering the public, bravely crashed government cars and cost taxpayers thousands of dollars in repairs and medical expenses, bravely endangered the public. But they're brave, Rick, and you should back the blue. I mean, people just don't think when they listen to these. It really amazes me.
So is he a risk? He absolutely is. And so
he's a risk because he kicked your 2 armed cops, heroes' asses, and got away. That's why he's so dangerous.
Vigilant. So Mr. Dixon, we hope he turns himself in.
So right here he says to Mr. Dixon. So I'm thinking the guy's name is Dixon. They identified him. I might have skipped through it.
Before someone else gets hurt. Because we got the help of our office in Mifflin, Clinton Townships. Columbus PD was out there. They're all in.
FBI's all in.
In terms of apprehending this individual and some eyes and ears out there.
All in.
Public that neighborhoods and got away and help us get this bum off the street.
Help us get this bum off the streets. Is he a bum because he's better than your cops? Is that why he's a bum? I'm not encouraging people to shoot cops, people. People are going to do. There's bad guys out there. Cops have a freaking job. They take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of this country, and then they violate that oath every day and enforce it. Remember the cops that were arresting parents outside Uvalde when they were wanting to go in to get their kids, while 200 cops blocked the parents from going in and the cops were too scared to go in? Remember that blatant violation of the Constitution? Remember that when they fucking shot a woman holding a baby at Ruby Ridge, when they burned women and children at Waco? Remember all that when the cops do that? No. We need to remember, Rick, that cops have a tough job and we should back them. It's just freaking ridiculous.
What I also want to, before I take any questions, is, I want to thank last night.
Yeah, thank. $10,000, yeah.
More than willing.
So they're applying to the hood. The people in the hood, they're like, hey, everybody could use this money. If you want 10 grand, here's this. So they're applying to somebody that's like, yo, man, I can get 10. I don't even like motherfucking Davis. Fuck him. I can turn his ass in. Where is he? Because that's how we find people most of the time. They won't, whoever turns it in, or however they find this guy, it'll be the great work of the police department working together to keep the police safe. It won't be that we let the motherfucker get away. We had 200 officers there. He was able to get away and avoid us. And now, because somebody called him, we were able to catch him because of that. Won't be the press release. It'll be our vigilant, brave officers didn't give up and didn't sleep all night and found the suspect, and now the community's safe. Read through the bullshit.
Pony up a $10,000 reward. So not only can we get a bad guy off the street, but you know what? You make a little money doing it.
Oh, make a little money.
And so I'll open up
Shit,
to
I'll
questions.
take 10 grand.
I can answer one of these gentlemen. We have.
You'll have idiots. Every black guy they see, they'll call in and say, hey, I think this is the guy wanting a 10 grand, tie up a bunch of fucking resources looking for, 100 fake reports trying to get the 10 grand money.
I mentioned all the friends, you name it. To answer the question, it could be anywhere. The warrants have been entered nationwide. So we have some.
This guy better be out of the state if he wants to get arrested, because I guarantee you, the way these cops are freaking hugging and crying and how much support and how dangerous this guy is, they're looking for a reason to kill this dude.
Amazing law enforcement professionals all together operating on the same area. The missing piece to the puzzle in a short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and so, as you can...
All right, so they go through it. If you want to go, I'll try and put a link to this. It's Mifflin Township police officer shot. Sheriff's office provides update on investigation. It's on this news channel, WBNS. So if you want to go watch it, I'm sure you can find it. Look, I don't give a shit if this guy gets away or gets caught. Whatever. He committed a crime. There's plenty of criminals out there. The cops are only looking for him because he shot a couple cops. Otherwise, if this guy did a drive-by on a citizen, or, the cops will be out there killing a family, going 100 miles an hour, chasing some guy for a taillight out, they'll kill a family and they'll be a hero, and it'll be, they were and they'll charge the guy with the taillight out for the offense because the cops are acting stupid. These cops are going to go out and harass and violate the Constitution to find this guy. They're going to do illegal shit. They're going to back each other up, and they're going to throw away the Constitution and all rules of law. I've watched it 100 times when it happens. It's bullshit. I didn't agree with it. I wasn't involved in it. And if it happened around me, I'd stop it and say, I don't want to be part of this bullshit. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen when you get this brotherhood blue and it becomes more about us and the family, and it's us against them, and fuck the people and fuck the Constitution. And that's where law enforcement is today. If you don't believe it, then you ain't been paying attention. We'll end out there. Y'all have a good one.